Hello and welcome to episode 17 of the Imperfect Professionals Podcast. Episode 17. It has been a while, but we are back on the podcast and we've just witnessed the best round in football we've had in a very, very long time. Each top 8 side going to the round versing each other, and even the games that didn't involve the top 8 were still interesting clashes.
Yeah.
Sportsnut, welcome to episode 17.
G'day. Well, it was meant to be one of the best rounds ever in footy, but really wasn't.
On paper.
Like, obviously, on paper, but two thrilling games, a season-defining round. There was some very big winners in the D's, the Swans. There was also a very big loser in the Saints. We might touch on them a bit later, because I don't know if they'll make the 8 yet now, but the Blues had a big win over the Dockers. And yeah.
It was a big statement on Thursday. Statement on Thursday night. The D's losing 3 in a row, and they come up against the first place Lions, and they just go whack. 117 played 53. They were losing at quarter time, but that second, that third, and that fourth quarter was pretty good for the Diamonds.
Yeah.
That was a big statement for the D's. They needed that win.
Yeah,
if they lost that
did.
one 4 in a row against the side that they're going to come up against come finals.
Yeah.
2 Friday night matches. Firstly, I think we may have talked about it in another opinion on 2 Friday night matches.
Look, you sort of gotten used to it by now, but I'm still not a fan. Like, you can't be having an 8:40 game on a Friday. Like, imagine being an Essendon supporter in Vic, and not like
the game was in Perth, but still.
Yeah,
too
like
late.
A 6-year-old though. Like the game, I don't know. I didn't stay up to watch it. I was a bit pissed off at the Hawks, and I just went to bed. But
it was a good first term for the Hawks.
Yeah, it was.
Fell apart. Yeah, so the Eagles got it done by 10. Isn't that so disappointing by Essendon?
Yeah, no.
To lose against last place, now not last place, now 17th. After the back of they beat the Saints, who might not make the 8 now, but that's still a great win for the Bombers. And then you just lose by 10 points.
Yeah, I mean,
people might go, "Oh, was that Optus?"
Yeah,
but West Coast have been smashed at Optus.
I know West Coast have been flogged all year, and it was poor from the Dons. But you got to give credit to West Coast; they've been better the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, even that game against Adelaide, they only lost by 30-odd, and then they put a great effort up against the Cats, and then they won their second game. It was their worst losing streak in their club's history. But they got their second win. North Melbourne finishing bottom or West Coast? Now.
North.
I'm going North.
I think West Coast are starting to show signs. I don't think North will win for the rest of the year, to be fair. And also, like, imagine North don't win another game and they finish on one win, which was against the worst West Coast side they played all year in round 2 when they had to make 14 changes. Like, that's when COVID was really going through their side, and they only won by 15 to a waffle side.
That would be history, wouldn't it? How many teams have only won one game for the season?
Yeah.
What a win by the Blues, though, on Saturday against the Dockers. Not a great first quarter, but they turned it around.
Yeah.
Charlie Curnow, Sam Walsh, the 2 people in the thumbnail, will get him in there. But, yeah, go the Blue Baggers.
Walsh was huge.
Crooks didn't have the best of games, but doesn't matter. You got Sam Walsh.
And I feel like they're like against the better teams in finals. I don't think they'll be able to play that brand for so long. So I feel like, because obviously they just kept it forward, which is good with the on-demand back line, but yeah.
Geelong, Richmond, game of the season to date. I'm calling it that, I think.
Probably, you could argue for maybe the showdown or maybe
No, I don't
Collingwood.
know about that one, the showdown.
But the showdown
Geelong,
wasn't even that
Richmond.
good game of footy. It's only because it
No, it
ended
wasn't.
in.
Yeah.
It's only because yeah.
Like Port were winning by about, was it 20 to 30 points throughout most of the
I
game?
don't know, to be honest.
Maybe it
Yeah,
was 10 to 20. I don't know.
yeah.
We weren't smashing them, but we were up. And then Adelaide Crows just kicked a couple of goals late. But we might talk
Also,
about that game.
one thing about the structure of this round, I don't like when there's a Thursday night game and 2 Friday night games. Like, there's 2 Friday night games.
There's only 6 games on the weekend.
But only 1 Saturday night game.
Yeah, need 2 Saturday nights. I know overlapping's a big issue, but I feel like 2 Saturday nights is where it's at.
Yeah. And also, I feel like the Blues could potentially add big prime training to their midfield stocks. Yeah.
A big internet sensation going to the end of the Blues, do you reckon?
Big Tom Bolch going to the Blues for prime training.
Well, we'll welcome in our viewers as well, just cause. Got Greta's
And
hand a bit earlier. Who says Boo
Colty.
Jack Nunes? Newsy.
Yeah.
200th game on the weekend. I wonder why he's saying Boo to Jack Nunes, a Fremantle fan.
And potentially Colton to do with big cult hero Connor McDonald.
Well, Caden McDonald to the Blues. That is a sight to behold. I don't think it'll happen though. Got Lockie Miller and got Brandon Humphreys as well. Let's talk about St Kilda now.
Yeah.
This was set to thrill, this game of footy.
Yeah.
And Saints just did not turn up in Sydney. Was that an issue at the SCG? They play good at the SCG? I don't know.
They were just, I mean, 2 goals of footy. 2 goals in a game until about 10 minutes to go in that last. It's just not good enough.
In the end?
Yeah, it's just not good enough. Look, the Swans were good, but the Saints were just terrible. Like, yeah, if they don't beat the Blues, they won't make finals. I still don't even think they will if they beat the Blues.
At half-time, Sydney were only winning by, I want to say, 10 to 15 point margin, but it was so low scoring. It was the worst game of footy. Eventually, Sydney were able to somehow get to 83, which is a good score. Above average, isn't it? For an average score.
Yeah.
Maybe not winning score.
I reckon the Saints won't make finals, especially, if they lose to the Blues, then they're done. But if they beat the Blues, they're still some life. But yeah,
I don't think they will beat the Blues, but if they do, season still alive for the Saints.
They've got the Cats at GMHBA. They've got Freo at Marvel. They've got a really tough run.
I said earlier that the games that weren't involving the top 8 still were interesting. North Melbourne, Adelaide, an opportunity. That's all I'll say for North Melbourne right there. Let that one slip in Tasmania.
It's an opportunity. If they're going to get a win, like, here's the thing, they're worse than they were last year. Like, Tassie used to be a hunting ground for them. They just can't even play well there. Let alone at Marvel and anywhere else. They don't put up a performance. But you think, it's at Tassie. Against the Crows, they might be able to pull something out. West Coast did it early in the round, but no. They just... For Jackson Archer's first game as well, but no.
Collingwood, GWS. The
scorecard
doesn't
reflect a lot more, Like, Collingwood could have almost lost that game in the end if they didn't kick. Yeah.
Gee, they kicked 11 goals, 22. What are they doing down there? Port Adelaide, Gold Coast, a 2-point win to keep their season alive. I was not enjoying that game whatsoever. We kicked the first 3 goals, and I was like, Port by how much? And then Gold Coast came back all of a sudden. Maybe old Charles didn't do too bad. He didn't do that good in the second half, but he kicked that goal in the fourth quarter late. And was it deliberate? Was it not at the end there?
A similar one happened in the Melbourne-Adelaide game.
Carl Amon was near him, though, sort of, like where the ball went out. He was under a bit of pressure.
I reckon.
But his main intent was the boundary line.
Yeah, it was definitely deliberate, as in, like, he was definitely trying to get it over the line, but technically pressure. But in that, like, if that's at the start of the game, they're probably giving that deliberate, aren't they? I don't know.
Well,
but
they're never going to give that, I don't reckon.
yeah,
It's at the
not in
Adelaide
that
Oval.
moment. Not
The
in that moment.
umpires are not going to get out of that stadium.
Yeah, they're not going to pay it at that.
In saying that, I don't think it was deliberate, but I'm just saying they're probably like Adelaide Melbourne last year.
Yeah,
That was
but
definitely
it's more
deliberate, and
controversial.
Geelong
It's like
Brisbane
nobody's talking
Geelong
about that.
last
It's
year.
more controversial if he gives that deliberate and
Yeah,
Gold Coast win the game. But
yeah, yeah. Just because there's not deliberate, I agree. So
I'll
that
say it's
is
not
the
deliberate.
best round on paper. Didn't
Yeah,
live up to the full extent, but there were some good games in there
there were
still.
some good games, but there were some shockers as well. Like Sydney
Righto, let's
South,
get.
that was the worst
Yeah,
game.
that was. Yeah, wasn't a great game. Let's get to best of the week.
Alright, so best of the week now. Mark of the week, I think Darcy Fogarty takes that one. It was a good grab. He jumped on who did they play? North defender back. And he took it. It was double grabber, but it was a good mark. Goal of the week, there wasn't really any standouts, but I think we'll go with Isaac Rankin. He kicks a good goal against Port. If you've got any other goals, chuck him below. Couldn't really think of any other good ones. None that sort of standed out, so I'll go with that one. And also, just want to mention quickly, the umpires. I reckon they're starting to get a little bit better. Obviously, you can't really room for improvement, but I just wanted to bring up one talking point. Now, it's been mentioned a bit. Tom Stewart. Now, bumped on Prestia, should there be a sin bin rule? Like, should have he got sent off, and how much do you reckon he'll get?
I reckon he'll get 4 weeks.
Yeah, probably
Should there
4,
be a
maybe
sin
3.
bin?
Uh,
3 or 4. I
there
reckon he
should
should
be a
get
sin
that.
bin, but only if it's, like, terrible. Like gaff on
Yeah.
Brayshaw. Like, it might only happen once a year that somebody...
Yeah, so Kane Corn spoke about this on Channel 9. I
Yeah,
reckon there should be. But as you said, for only like terrible hits like that, like Andrew Gaff, like Barry Hall back in the day. So
yeah,
a sin bin, like the umpire tells him you're off, or do you get
yeah,
out the red card and say you're off like that?
yeah.
Or yeah,
I mean,
yellow and
I
red
reckon he'll
cards,
get
get him into
3
the
or
game.
4 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 3, maybe 4, but people see it in slow motion, like in fast motion, he only had 0.2 seconds and the ball was gone. He had no choice but to do that. Obviously, the result was bad, so he would definitely get 3 or 4. But
Well, Tom Stewart's winning the 3 votes, I reckon. That game I'd give him
yeah,
best on ground.
probably. But
And he
yeah,
got that mark at the end as well.
hmm,
Move on to topic of the week. That could be the
yeah,
topic. It's not. The topic is who makes the top 4 from here.
yeah.
Sports Nut, kick it off.
I will in order.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll
in
go
order.
from fourth to first. So obviously a few that could be here. Fourth, I'll go with Freo. I think they've got a pretty tough draw, but if they can just win majority of those games, they'll win all the ones at home, I reckon. So they'll come in fourth. In third, I've got Geelong. Yeah, look, they've got a pretty easy fixture. So I expect them to come third. In second, potentially controversial, but I've got Brisbane. No, that's not controversial, is it? I was going to say maybe
I've
first.
got them second.
Yeah, Brisbane second. And then first, Melbourne. I reckon they showed enough on the weekend.
Similar
So,
stuff for myself. The order
yeah,
is a little
what
bit
have you
different.
got?
So I've gone fourth, the Blues, just ahead of the Dockers.
Yeah,
Now,
I could see
is
that.
that because of last week? Now, I hate to be those people that just go off one team because they lost. I'm not going off the Dockers. I reckon they'll still come home strong, but I've just got them missing out. Maybe it's because I like the Blues and I want them to finish top four. Maybe it is. But I've gone them fourth, just ahead of the Dockers on percentage. Same amount of points on percentage it will be. Third, I've gone with the Cats. They've got an easy fixture. If they don't make the top four, then
Yeah,
that'll be unbelievable,
they've
really.
got to. If they're going to ever win a flag here, they've got to make top four, and they got to almost
Two
win it.
lines,
I
one
mean,
D's. Well, D's are
yeah.
back.
And
D's
also,
are
just
back.
quickly, if the Cats do get a home final, which they obviously will if they've come top four, they'll either get a home prelim or a home semi. Should it be GMHBA?
No.
I feel
At
like,
the G.
yeah, I'm saying no as well, but I feel like that's not even a bad thing if it's at the G. If they're going to win a grand final, it won't be
I like
GMHBA.
local grounds, and GMHBA isn't a local ground. But I like those type of grounds. Like
Especially if they're
I reckon
especially with,
Carlton should play at Icon Park, like Geelong play at GMHBA. That's just my idea. I like those sort of grounds.
well, I'm going to Glen
But not
Waverley
in a
tomorrow to
final.
see the Hawks. It's going to be
You what? Sorry.
unbelievable. Yeah, I'm going to get Glen Waverley tomorrow, seeing the Hawks. It's going to be an
Oh,
unbelievable experience.
righto.
No, I actually am though.
All right. Let's have a look at what the people have to say about the Tom Stewart bump that we
Yeah.
touched on just a moment ago. So no Simbin rule in 4 weeks, says Just Cause. I reckon Stewart should get 3 weeks, says Shannon Humphreys. Just Cause says no sin bin makes it too much confession with the medical sub, and can they bring it on for the sin bin player? They
I don't
should not be allowed to because medical sub only
Yeah.
comes on there's an injury. Just
Yeah, but
Cause
yeah.
1 D's, 2 Fremantle, 3 Brisbane, 4 Geelong, pretty solid.
Solid. Yeah.
He still reckons Brisbane might finish second, though. Yeah, it's a hard one with Brisbane. They'll make the top 4, second or third for
I only
myself.
said, because I was just trying to make up that top four on the spot. I was only saying controversial in second. I was trying to think of maybe putting a Blues or Swans in there just as something controversial, but then just said no, Brisbane.
All right, bring it back, or is it whack? Bring it back, or is it whack? We have got a Carlton away Guernsey.
Yeah. I
It's
think there
got
was
the
a
blue
Carlton
underneath.
away jersey before, and it's a good jersey, but compared to their away one now.
I love
Wait,
their
is it?
away one now. So
Yeah.
simplistic, but
So,
beautiful. So I
um,
wouldn't, it's not whack, and I wouldn't bring it back.
yeah, same. Because you're not replacing it with their current, but
Now, a better idea, instead of the Bulldogs bringing this back, is to go a red kit with the white and blue
yeah,
sash. But the
yeah,
Bulldog on the Guernsey, are you a
yeah,
fan or
that's
not?
good. That's good. I reckon
That's
I'm a
good.
fan.
I'm bringing it back, but I'm just saying I love that red
Yeah,
Bulldogs
I'm
kit.
bringing it back.
And then we got the Hawks. They tried
Uh,
the monogram. Did the Hawkers?
yeah. We tried a lot of classic jerseys, like with the white background. I think our one's net good now with the V. So
Yeah,
I'm a
you've
fan
got
of
a few
that. But
clash jumpers over the years, so you
yeah,
might see more later in
this
the
isn't
segment in
awful
future
though.
eps.
This isn't awful, but I wouldn't bring it back.
No, I wouldn't bring it back. It's not the worst jumper in the world. You know,
Yeah,
Melbourne, they have their monogram. I reckon I
yeah,
love their away,
yeah,
like with that shade of blue, but
yeah.
they have had it for a while. What about, have they tried with the monogram?
Don't know.
Don't know how they'd look, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'd say not bringing this back, but not a
no.
bad a save. Not a bad
Shannon Humphries reckons all of the three of them. Alright, that brings us to anything going on in the AFL that we've missed. Anything in chat that we've missed that you want us to go over? Looks like I'm
Shannon Humphries has gone the all three a whack rather, not rack.
Oh, that's fun.
Sorry about that. I just needed to sneeze. But I mean, sneezing. I felt like the viewers didn't need to hear that, so just muted me. Mike, away you go.
Have we missed anything that we should go over?
Well, we have got one last segment. We've got one last segment.
Yeah.
And we are bringing it back in 60 seconds.
Cute.
An upbeat rendition of the Fox Footy theme song right there. I'm not sure what that was all about, but anyway, here we are in 60 seconds. Now, we have done our go. We've done Footy Lover, IJM. We were going to get someone else on, but unfortunately, we haven't got around to that just yet. So what we're going to do right here is we are going to go over in 60 seconds both of our top 5 sports. So from 5 to 1, 1 being the best, 5 being not the worst, but 5 being number 5 and 1 being the best. You get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, top 5.
Top 5. Sports, we are doing, put them in chat. I actually got inspiration off the big Lockie Miller. He just commented his top 4 sports in a comment on this channel. So I thought we'd do our top 5 in 60 seconds. So thanks, Lockie, for the idea. But here it is, in 60 seconds, Sports Nut, you can kick it off. In 60 seconds, top 5 favourite sports.
Yeah, so sorry lads. So number 5, just a bit thinking there. I don't know what the top 5 are.
40 seconds now. I reckon we should stick it in.
So fifth, I'm gonna go.
Cut. No. We'll restart. That wasn't that good. We'll restart. Here we go. We might clip this up, so let me get the perfect introduction to the clip.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to In 60 Seconds Top 5 Favourite Sports. Here we go. Do it again. I'll press the segment stinger. In 60 seconds, top 5 favourite sports. Here we go.
Yeah, look, in 5th, I'm going to go soccer. It's not bad, it's not great, but yeah, it does the job. It's pretty fun it's pretty bad to watch and play, to be fair, but it's not the worst sport. In 4th, I'm going to go with basketball. It's not a bad sport. I like playing it. Good fun. Actually, no, in 4th, we are going to go with soccer. In 3rd, we are going to go with basketball. And in 5th, look, we're going to have to go with a bit of an interesting one. We're going to have to go with hockey. I like the fights in it. In 2nd, we're going with AFL, maybe a bit of a surprising one. But yeah, in 1st, most of you wouldn't know this, but cricket is actually my favourite sport. So, yeah.
Well, if they saw you in 60 seconds, they would have known that. But same with me. But the 60 seconds are up, but that means I miss out, unfortunately. So, you don't get my top 5 favourite. No, I will put the timer back on for myself. We were going to do it in one, but I guess
are we going to clip this one up as well?
We'll clip this one up and we'll make it two different. We can get two clips out of this. Two different
videos. So do you want me
videos.
to do an intro this time?
Yeah, you can do the intro.
So
I just got to think about my top 5. Oh, just quickly before, ice hockey or hockey?
I don't know. I was under pressure. I mean, I don't know. Probably just ice hockey, but yeah, we'll go.
Have you ever heard of tennis?
Yeah,
like
that's true. I probably should have said tennis, to be fair.
Hockey's good, like in the Olympics. When the Olympics are on, hockey's like my favourite sport. It's like, how good is this? Go the Aussies. But when it's not the Olympics, it's not.
No, I should have said tennis. I was just on the
I don't really watch it. All right, count me in. Here we go. My top 5 favourite sports. This has not run smoothly whatsoever, this segment, but hopefully the clips do some justice.
All right. Now it's time for Cam's top 5 favourite sports. So here we go.
So in 5th, basketball or darts? I'm going to go with basketball. So darts a little bit stiff there. Pop that one in the honourable mentions. Number 4, I'm going with tennis, just over third placed soccer. Tennis, I like playing tennis. I like watching tennis. The Australian Open was quite good to watch. I'm a big tennis man. Soccer just ahead of it. Watching soccer can get a little boring at times. So I'm not an avid watcher of soccer, but playing it, it's not too bad, I guess. Don't mind a bit of soccer. Number 2, I've gone with AFL, just behind my first placed cricket. Yeah, cricket is me number 1. As Sportsnut said, same. We've gone cricket just ahead of AFL. Could have been a little bit of a surprise to some of you, but cricket just over AFL for mine. So that is in 60 seconds.
How
did that go?
That's better than tennis. I reckon darts would have been my fierce.
Yeah, darts a little bit stiff to miss out for myself. Or for me. Yeah, I like darts. I don't really watch basketball, so I don't know why I've gone with basketball ahead of darts. Maybe it's because we pretty much do it every PE lesson. A bit of basketball, but maybe that's why. I don't know. But that's in 60 seconds. As I said, didn't run that smoothly, but hopefully the clips were good. Hey guys, comment some more ideas for in 60 seconds what we can do. So that was a great idea, thought of by myself with massive help, Lockie Miller, but I thought of the idea to do it in the 60-second segment. So we got 2 videos out of that, 2 clips. It was originally going to be an all-in-one, but Sportsnut took up a lot of time, and I took 60 seconds myself.
So obviously, top 5 animated movies when I don't even know any animated movies.
I do not know any animated movies. I've only watched, I don't know how many movies I've watched in my life, but I'm not an avid watcher of movies. I don't really watch movies.
I don't know.
Who did you actually passed on your movie question? I said School of Rock because that's one of about 10 I've seen.
No one, I don't watch
10 more than 10, but it's a good movie, School of Rock. You didn't. Yeah, what would you go with? You said pass under the pressure, but if
I don't know. I don't watch movies. Probably. I don't know. I don't watch many. Maybe. I don't know, to be honest.
I think Footy Lover said Cars, I believe.
Yeah. Did he? I don't even know. Yeah, I think he did actually.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
I think I have.
Yeah, I think I have. But I can't remember much about it.
No, I don't remember. As in Disney movies or natural disaster movies. What? What are you saying?
Yeah, I've watched a lot of them type of movies as like a kid. Like I'm still a kid, obviously. Like ages ago when I was like 5 and stuff. Like as in like your Minions stuff. Which I never watch now. Is there a new Cars? I don't even know. I remember watching it like
Transport vehicle.
yeah.
A car? What type of car, or just car, motorbike, truck? Is that what you? Interesting questions. Keep throwing it at us, but I don't. Other than the car, okay.
I don't know. Maybe train. I guess I don't know.
Bus, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll use a car.
Any AFL related questions? Like I don't know.
Well, they don't have to be, but just send them in via chat, AFL related or not. We got Sports God, who is just joined. We're about to wrap up in 5 minutes. If you've got any questions, any other questions, we'll try to go with some non-AFL related stuff, but favourite player not from support. I've got plenty. I can't name them off the top of my
technically, I can say a Port player, so I'll go Robbie Gray. But
Robbie Gray's my favourite player, but that's from Port. So technically, I can say a Hawks player.
Yeah, mine's
and I'm gonna go the big. No, I don't know. Who do I like from the Hawks? Tom Mitchell is.
Yeah,
He's probably quite good. Yeah, C-Macker.
C-Mac would have done. He would probably win a Brownlow one day.
He will.
He won't.
He won't. Favourite
get delisted in 5 years.
Track, the Petrarca, the Oliver. I'll probably get Oliver, like my favourite top.
If I'm not gonna go Robbie Gray,
Oliver is just an absolute god.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Quite like your Daniel Riches, your Jack Chris.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Sports God.
Obviously big Mitch Robinson. What a star. Nah, he's probably my least favourite. But
I'm a big fan of the Mitch Robinson.
Did you hear what happened with him and Cardi?
Favourite insect?
Did you hear what happened with Robbo and Cardi?
Well, you told me about it.
Yeah, I told you about it off camera. It's pretty funny.
Favourite insect?
He just kicks us all out. He's just
favourite insect? I don't know. A bee. Favourite animal? Like pet or like animal?
Favourite player from Richmond? I don't know. Maybe someone like a Morris Rioli.
Absolutely.
I'll go someone like a Morris Rioli. I'll go Morris Rioli.
I'll go Jack Riewoldt, but more.
Baker,
I love him as a player. He's quite good. And about that question before.
And Morris Rioli. Liam Baker.
About that question before. Favourite player not from Hawks Sport, I'd go Jack Riewoldt. But even as a bloke, even on 360, he does some good stuff. Jack Riewoldt.
Favourite player not from Port, Sam. He's gonna be gone.
Yeah, the hairstyle, is it?
Who do you reckon will win Rising Star this year?
Hard to go past Dacos.
Is Sam DeConey? Yeah, Sam DeConey's one from the Cats.
As well.
Is he the one from the Cats? I think so. Or the Blues?
The Cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dacos has been pretty good. DeConing's been pretty good.
Thoughts on Stewart?
Yeah, we touched on it earlier. 4 weeks for myself.
Thoughts on Stewart? I'll go 3. I mean, it's split second decision, so it's like obviously you see it looks a lot longer in slow motion, but really it's only like 2 seconds to make that decision. So I'll say 3 weeks, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we got 4. Late, it was, but you only have like 0.2.
Look on the Nat 5, and I won't say touching the umpire.
It's too late just to run past him. Like obviously it ended up bad, so he has to get 3 or 4 weeks. But
I'm not talking about Nat 5 touching the umpire. I'm talking about when he kicked it to the umpire. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. I reckon if that's Toby Green, he gets suspended.
Oh,
Do
for
you
the
reckon
touch,
or
you're
not?
saying? Okay. I was talking about the kick to the umpire, but shouldn't get suspended for that. But the touch,
He shouldn't get suspended. He was
nothing
pushed
in that.
into him. But if that was Toby Green, I genuinely reckon he would have been suspended. And that's obviously Toby Green's fault because he's done it before. But he would have got suspended.
Yeah, exactly, sports cop. What about the kick, though? What was he thinking? Like,
I know. But it's an
Fremantle
even
don't
worse
wear
decision.
green or
They gave it
yellow.
deliberate.
Oh, yeah, well,
What
Jordan
was he
Lewis came
doing?
in in the call and he said, "There's no way you can pay that deliberate."
He
There
was.
is a way you can pay it deliberate. I don't think it is,
Yeah.
but always
Imagine
insufficient
he's
attempt,
going to the boundary line. He was
isn't
definitely
it?
going for the goal and just absolutely
Insufficient
shanked it.
intent, isn't that the rule? So it
Suspended
is
for his tackle.
insufficient intent in keeping the ball in, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
so there's a way you can
And
call that
also,
because it's insufficient,
if
but
Toby
I don't think
Green
it
did
is.
what Tom Stewart did, wouldn't he get like 10 weeks?
Not 10 weeks, maybe 1 week or so. But I
Yeah.
reckon he would get suspended though because
Yeah.
it's Toby Green. All right, any more questions? We'll wrap up. We've gone from favourite insects to thoughts on Stuart Bump and a whole lot more in between.
Also, did you see James Sicily rip Aaron Norton's headband off?
I did. It's quite funny,
He got
actually.
a $1,000 fine for it.
Really?
Yes. I mean,
Imagine
I
if
can
a
see
cricket
why.
player did that to
I can
Stuart
see
Broad.
that.
Imagine that.
I know. He'd get more of a fine because
Hey, we'll touch on cricket though for a moment because the
yeah,
Aussies have lost the ODI series 3-2.
yeah,
Disappointed with I mean we haven't played a whole load of ODI cricket. That might be why, but
yeah,
disappointing series in the ODI. We won the T20s. Tests are coming up,
yeah, in a few days.
and I like the New England Test match team. I know
Yeah,
it's against New Zealand, who are very, very good, but it's only early days. But
England has been
England,
good.
I like what they're doing.
Yeah,
A couple of
I mean,
changes I would make
it's
still with the
on right
lineup and
now.
stuff.
I'll get the scores up, and then we'll end. I reckon.
Yeah,
I'll
so it's
get
on now. They're out to win it 3-0.
England. Oh, it's raining.
Ooh, bit of rain. What day is it? Day 4? Day 5. Gee, if it's a
Isn't
big rain all
yeah, it
day.
is. It is.
Oh no.
Day
They
five.
only need they
Well,
just need over 100 more.
Yeah, gonna be tight.
8
Well,
wickets in
one
hand.
thing for sure is that England will go for the win
So
if they get
113.
on. Yeah, that's interesting.
They should do it, but if it like rains all day.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna head off. We're about to head off too. Who are we versing in the test? Sri Lanka at the moment, but if you're talking about the summer, we got the World Cup T20, but the summer test matches, we're taking on South Africa.
Yeah.
That's going to be enjoyable, that one.
Should we even just like try to do more like live watch alongs the games and everything on this channel?
On this channel?
Yeah. If we're free, obviously. But should we?
Yeah, well, we might. It's been a while, so that's a bit of a longer episode for you.
Like, probably not prime time, but like Saturday Arvo. Who plays Saturday Arvo? Actually, no, we're probably not free Saturday. If we were going to stream, it'd probably have to be Friday night or...
Yeah, not Saturday or Sunday, probably. Maybe a Thursday, Friday night game.
Friday night this week's Blues Saints, and the Thursday night this week's Brisbane Dogs.
Is it on 7? Says just cause. I don't know.
What is?
I guess he's talking about the Sri Lankan test matches.
No.
Just on Fox Cricket.
And it's not in Australia. It's in...
Yeah, they're in Sri Lanka at the moment. So yeah, it's only on Fox Cricket in Australia.
Glenn Maxwell, I believe that he's going to play.
He's back, and it's going to go bad or it's going to go good. Hopefully it goes good. I'm all for it.
Truman is a spud, and it looks like that he's going to get a game.
What happened to Adam Zampa? Are they resting him? Because he didn't play ODIs or T20.
So many injuries.
Yeah, they've had a lot of injuries. I reckon Zampa's injured. I'm pretty sure the Bulldogs in Brisbane is going to be on Channel 7.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, Shannon, that game will be on Channel 7.
Now, the Hawks and the Giants at Giant Stadium. The Hawks have never won at Giant Stadium. Can this just be the time?
Just because Maxwell out for a duck, I hope not. Is that a duck? Yeah, I hope not. Look at the Kent score. 5 for 505 and 105 overs. No.
Who's smashing
Did you see England make 496 against the Netherlands in a one-day match?
Yes.
That is the funniest scoreline I've seen. And didn't New Zealand play Netherlands in ODIs a few months ago? They didn't do that, New Zealand.
They're 5 for 104. They're 5 for 504. They're 5 for 504 of 105 overs. Hashim Amla makes 124.
Who are they playing? Kent versus who?
Oh, sorry. Hashim Amla makes 124.
How did he get scored?
Still got it. Sam Curran, 70 of 48. Jeez.
Well,
anyway,
we'll head off.
Is that a record? Maybe.
Probably. We'll head off. Yeah. All right. We'll head off. Oh, just run out of time to talk about it. We might just quickly the international draft, the BBL.
Oh yeah.
I'm all for it.
It's good.
Now we get one retained player, which is an issue.
I know. Rashid Khan for the strikers.
Yeah, but Ian Cobain, he was a Jono Wells-like type, and we've got rid of Jono Wells. So we haven't got too many international stars besides Rashid Khan, but Ian Cobain's going to be a bit of an issue.
You've got to keep Rashid over Ian.
Yeah, but couldn't you just not... Well, Ian could get back in BBL 13. Do you know what I mean? Couldn't it? Because they could pick him.
Yeah.
Which they're probably not going to.
Well,
anyway, we'll head off now. So that's it. Just a quick one on the international draft. See yous.